Hello. This is the animated news from the cruise industry this week, April 2nd, 2011. I'm not real, but the news and our sponsor, Cruise News Daily, are. Okay, here we go. Carnival Corporation took delivery of its 99th ship on Thursday from Meyer Werft. The ship is Aida Sol, which will go to Carnival's German brand, Aida. It's the 5th of the 7-ship order being built by Meyer, and the 8th in the Aida fleet. The delivery gives us the first chance to see the ship's interior, and we have photos on the CND website at www.cruisenewsdaily.com. Look for the links we mention at the top of that page. Windstar Cruises' parent company announced the cruise line would continue to operate normally even though the parent had declared bankruptcy Friday. The line received operating capital from an investment company who will assist in arranging the sale of Windstar within 45 days and then invest in the cruise line with the new owners. The shipping and cruise industry suffered a setback in federal court this week. The industries are challenging a California law that imposes regulations on ships operating up to 24 miles from the state's coast, far beyond their territorial limit. The law, if allowed to go into effect, would make the air cleaner but would require ships to utilize cleaner burning fuel, which is vastly more expensive. The end effect on the cruise industry would mean ships either bypassing California ports or charging considerably higher rates. It's ironic that this could send more ships away from California ports, after the state just realized the economic impact of many cruise lines cutting back capacity on the route from California to the Mexican Riviera. Those are the top stories of the week. The complete detailed stories and perspective on them were delivered to CND subscribers daily via email. The daily emails to subscribers this week also covered such stories as 85-knot gusts of wind at Port Canaveral causing Carnival Pride to become disengaged from its moorings Wednesday afternoon, briefly stranding more than 500 people on shore. The ship then spent the night at the port when the anchor malfunctioned. Carnival Pride continued on its way Thursday morning. Freedom of the Seas returned to service this week after a week-long dry dock during which it was updated with many of the newest features found on Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Allure of the Seas. Those included new entertainment and dining options, new children's programming and many new technology advancements. Carnival Cruise Lines announced that beginning next January, Carnival Valor will be deployed on a new program of 4 rotating 8- and 6-night itineraries from Miami. The new itineraries include some unusual combinations of ports. We also covered other things you'll want to know. MSC Opera collided with a fender at the end of a pier while leaving Buenos Aires last week, and a passenger was there with a video camera. There was only superficial damage to the ship. For those of you who like to watch great big things squish little things, we have the video on the CND website. Investigators from the Bahamas determined there was no evidence of foul play in the case of the crew member who apparently went overboard from Disney Wonder. Sadly, even though she has been gone for almost 2 weeks, her family still believes she will be found alive. Police in Mazatlan instituted a new program last week to reduce crime and show cruise lines they could keep visitors safe while on shore, but during the week, there were at least 4 more grisly murders in the city. The murder rate in Acapulco, where cruise lines still call, was even higher. Norwegian Cruise Line announced the next group of legends who will perform aboard Norwegian Epic. They are Whitney Houston, Elton John and Shakira. The new cast for the Legends in Concert show will board when the ship arrives in Barcelona and remain aboard all summer until the ship returns to Miami. It's really hard to tell the casts in these shows from the people they portray. We also had the story of a chance meeting between a little girl with cancer who just wanted to see a large cruise ship, and a woman who owned one. It's a story about the nice things people do for each other without expecting anything in return. The full story is on the CND website. Those are the top stories of the week and other things you'll want to know from the cruise industry. Additional headlines are on our website at www.cruisenewsdaily.com. I'll be back next week with more news from Cruise News Daily. So long. Are you still there? What are you waiting for? I can't leave till you leave. Go check the links on the website or something, and then come back next week. Don't you have anything else to do? I'm trying to get out of here to meet Max Headroom for some tips on pronunciation. I've had a tough time this week. I can only meet him as long as some Nimrod doesn't click on the button again.